Hello everyone, welcome back to ParsecGames, and before we get to the actual tutorial, I have two things to say. First of all, I've finally published a new Scratch project. It's been over a year I think now, and the new project is The Room 2. So if you enjoyed The Room 1, or even if you didn't, you should check it out, even if you haven't seen The Room 1. Just like The Room 1, it's an escape the room game, so you need to solve puzzles to get out, and this one has a lot of improvements. Like, the graphics are much better. I worked hard to get them as good looking as I could, and there's also a new audio system which uses stereo and reverb effects. So I put a radio into the game, and for example, there's also other sounds, but the radio is one of my favorites. And depending on where you are in the game world, in the building, it's gonna sound different. So if you're in the bathroom, there's gonna be a lot of reverb. Or if you're on the left of the radio, you're going to hear it more in your right ear and that kind of stuff. So that really puts it into the game because it's more atmospheric, you know? You get more set into the game world. And then another feature is also the new inventory system, which allows you to pick up items, which you couldn't do before. And you can craft with them, basically. I mean, I called it combining, but it's basically crafting. And you can combine them to make different items that will help you get out of the room. And the puzzle is also a lot more difficult than on the first game, but I think you'll be able to solve it. I hope you will. There's been a couple people who've solved it, but it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. And now the second message is that when I recorded the tutorial, I was kind of tired that day, so that's why I'm talking a bit slowly and a bit quietly. I turned up the volume a bit. That's why you might hear why the audio quality might not be as perfect as you're used to from me. And I'm also a bit tired in the recording. So if you want to, you can just go down there to the settings on the bottom right and select the speed and set it to 1.25 or 1.5 in case you don't want to listen to me talking really slowly. But anyways, thank you for sticking around, almost 2 minutes already, just for this little announcement, and have fun with the tutorial. Hello everyone, welcome back to ParsecGames, and also welcome back to the Five Nights at Freddy's tutorial series. I haven't forgotten you, don't worry, it's just been a long time, I know. Once again, and this time my excuse is that I was waiting for the Scratch team to fix some bugs, which apparently they've done now, which I'm very happy about. So now we should be able to continue our long journey of making Five Nights at Freddy's. I think the first tutorial was almost 2 years ago now, and we're still not done. We're almost done. We're quite close to the finish line, but we're not done yet. We just still need to add the actual cameras, which you can see then. So like the actual moving cameras. And also the animatronics need some kind of AI. But then I think we're pretty much done. So we're at least, I'd say 65%, 70% done. And we've already done the whole complicated part of the camera menu where you can click the stuff. So the hard work is already done. Now we only need to add the actual interface. So for that we're gonna make a new sprite like this, and we're gonna import all the camera interface images. Okay, we're gonna import the camera sprites. So we'll go to Fnaf, textures. It should be cams. Yeah. And now they're all in their own separate folders, so we'll have to go into each folder and open them by ourselves. And a good thing to do now is to rename them already. So right now this is going to be the sprite for the dining room, which is sprite is 1B, cam 1B, is it? Yes, it is. And now let's rename this one to 00, because right now there's nobody in here. Now this is going to be Bonnie. This is going to be Bonnie 1. This is going to be Chica. This is Chica 1, and this should be Freddy. Okay, so now we have these, and now let's, as always, every single sprite does this basically, that when you press the flag it hides itself, and then when the game starts it should still be hidden, but it should be waiting for us to open the camera, so then it can show itself if we've selected the camera. Okay, so start game, forever, wait until yeah, wait until camera up equals 1, camera up equals 1, and then repeat until camera on 1 is no longer 1 or 0, which is basically the same thing. If now I think we'll have to add a new variable, or no, camera menu select equals 1b, show itself, else hide. And here in the beginning we can also add a hide, so that when it's done with this it will definitely hide again. Okay, so let's try it out. Start the game. Okay, now let's open the camera, go to 1b, and it's not working, and the question is why. And the camera up should be 1. Yeah, so it should be doing this. Camera up. Oh, that's the, okay, I was stupid. We need to change this to camera menu select, and then it will show. So obviously right now we haven't positioned it, and it's also in the foreground, which is also wrong. So let's just do that. Go to blah blah blah, and size, let's make it as large as possible. Let's do 300 at first. What's the actual size? 150 is the biggest. Okay, so 150, and go back 1 layer, so it's completely in the background because this keeps repeating itself. And now, as you can see, it's not moving like the actual camera would do in the game. So we'll add a new variable called camera X, and this will constantly change up and down. And now we can just add a camera X thing in here. So let's go set the X to 0 minus camera X, and now we can just test out how far we can take the camera X before the sprite shows its border over here on the right. So 100. Now this sprite is strange because it's black on the border, so you can't actually see it. But I think if we change the stage to white for just a moment, yeah, we can see that we've already passed the border here. So let's change it to 100 maybe, 110 maybe, 120 maybe, 130 maybe, no, 125, okay, 120 is the right amount when we just want it over here. And minus 120 will be the right amount for the left. So let's just keep this in mind, because we're gonna go over here to the stage and add a new event, which is start game, and forever set the current camera X to minus 120, then repeat 240 times, change camera X by 1, and then repeat the other way around. Now this is a bit too fast, and also it should stop when it's over there. Ooh, what's going on now? Am I being stupid right now? No, 120. Now it should be 240 times. Yeah, okay, I don't know why I just did that. Okay, we should also add in wait a couple seconds, maybe 2 or so, and let's make this a bit slower, so 0.5 and minus 0.5, and then obviously we have to duplicate this number, because then it's going to be smaller steps. Okay, now we can hide the variable, and now we can see that it's moving along nicely. Yeah, we'll add the static now. So right now the static sprite doesn't have anything to do as soon as you start the game, so that's perfect. So let's make it start game, go to 0, 0, forever, if camera if camera up is 1 equals 1, wait, camera up, whoops, camera up equals 1, show itself, if not hide. Then obviously next costume always, and set the transparency, or the ghost effect is it called, to a random number between, let's say, 50 and 60, or maybe a bit higher, let's say 80 to 95. And then also go to the back layer and go forward one layer, so it's right in front of the okay, why is it doing this now? Or is it just, I know why, we need to change the backdrop. Yeah, now it looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe actually we could make it a bit less transparent, now that I see it. Let's say 60 to 80. Yeah, that looks pretty much like in the game. Yeah, I had to test that out as well. But we'll add this here as well. So now this is what it's going to look like when you change cameras. Let's make it 10 times. And set ghost effect to 0. Yeah, let's make it a bit shorter, 6 maybe. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. It looks like in the game, doesn't it? And if we close it, it's perfectly gone. Everything still works. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Now let's add some more cameras, or actually, let's add some functionality in here. So let's make a new list. Actually, no, that's a new block. I'm stupid. A new list, which is going to be called 1B, which stands for this room. And in the beginning of the game, 1B is going to be completely empty because there's no animatronics in here. And then it should always check if the length of 1B equals 0, then that means the room is empty, so it can just switch to the sprite where there's nobody in the room. Then we can check if 1B contains Bonnie. Or let's just make it capital B. It's going to be a lot less writing for us. Switch to Bonnie. Actually, I'm being stupid right now. Wait. Let's add this to a different thing, which is going to be camera change. So when camera changes, each time it checks if it should change its costume. That's going to be a lot more efficient later on, because if we have 20 cameras doing all this stuff at the same time when it doesn't even have to do it, that's going to waste a lot of our resources of our PC. Meanwhile, if we just do it where we change, that's going to be more effective. And now we can add in a small random thing. If the random number from 1 to 10, or let's say 1 to 100, is over 80, then it should switch to the one where it's a bit different, because it should be a bit more rare. So there's going to be a 20% chance that this sprite will appear, and if not, this one, the normal one, will appear. Okay, now let's add another one. If it contains C for Chica, then the same chance will switch to Chica 1 or just Chica. And if it contains Freddy, I think there's no special Freddy sprite. I'm stupid. Yeah. So it just changes to Freddy. Because if you've ever played the game, which I hope you have, it's a good game, it can happen that Freddy and, for example, Bonnie are both in the same room, in this one, for example, and if Bonnie's in there, it will switch to the Bonnie sprite, and you won't even see that Freddy's in there. So you'll have to remember that he's in there. So the way we've done it now is that as soon as Bonnie is in there, Bonnie's going to have the top priority of being shown, and if not, Chica has the next priority, and if none of the two are in there, then it shows Freddy, if he's in there. If not, it changes to the 0, 0. Okay, so now let's just add it as a test. Add Freddy to the room, and now we need to change the camera once, and here you can see his eyes. We can also test out Chica. And now because Chica has a higher priority, she's gonna be shown. And then if we add Bonnie, who has the highest priority, you will see him or her, I'm not sure, I think it's a he. The name is, Bonnie is, I'm pretty sure, a female name, but I've heard that Bonnie is a male, but whatever. It's 2019, it can be any gender he wants. And now if we remove all of these, all of the list items, the room will become empty again. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and now we can do this, we can just copy and paste this room. Let's rename it to Cam 1B. Now we can just duplicate it and do the same thing for basically every room. So now let's do it for the stage. Yep. And now we really don't have much work to do at all. We'll remove, I mean, we can keep this if we want to, but I think we'll remove it. You can keep it if you want to, but well, actually, yeah, let's keep it. Okay, I don't know what. Okay, let's just keep it. Yeah, so it's well, that's Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy from left to right. 1, because it's the special sprite. This is Bonnie, Chica, Freddy normally. This is Chica, Freddy. This is Bonnie, Freddy. This is Freddy. This is Freddy 1. This is 0, 0. Yeah, okay, so now let's add a new list, which is going to be called, wait, what's the number? 1C, I think? Is it 1C? Can't see. 1A, okay, good. You should not mess this up, because this is going to be confusing for you. Make a new list called 1A. 1A. And now let's replace all these things here, like this, just get rid of this one. And if that's 0, it should switch to the 0, 0 costume, just like the other stage. Other thing. Wait. Let's change these ones around as well. Okay. Now, as you can see, we can already switch to this stage. Why is this not? Okay, we need to add more go back layers. Yeah, okay. And as you can see, this one should be positioned a bit differently, at least on the Y axis. Yeah, that looks okay. We should also position this one at 0 at Y. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah. Okay. And now let's add if that contains Bonnie and Chica and Freddy. Bonnie and Chica and Freddy. Now this should be really weird, so let's make it 1000 just to be extra precise, and make it 950. So there's a 5% chance that it's gonna switch to this one. No, to this one, and if not, it switches to the normal one. Let's just, as a test, let's just add them, all 3 of them. I just added other stuff. Okay. Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy. Change cameras. And we need to start this. No. That's not true. Is this one true? Oh, it happens every time. You need to change these. You probably did it by yourself, and I'm just too stupid to think about it. Okay, there they are. And now if this is not true, it will go to this one, which, let's make it, if it still contains Chica and Freddy but not necessarily Bonnie, it should change to the Chica Freddy costume. Now as a test, let's delete Bonnie from the list, and it works. Yeah, great. Okay, now else, let's just replace the Chica with Bonnie, because that can also happen, that Chica leaves but Bonnie is still here. So let's just add this again and delete Chica from the list. Yeah, okay. And now the next option is that only Freddy is there. Then it should switch to with a randomness again. So it should switch to Freddy 1 or Freddy, but let's make it less rare. Let's make it 750. So 25% of the time it's gonna switch to that one. And let's delete Bonnie from the room. Now there's Freddy, and if we do it a couple times, we should randomly get the special screen where Freddy is looking at the camera. And I think we should also add camera change here when you open the over here when you open the camera, because that way it will refresh when you open your camera, and it will also make that sound that we all love, that one. But let's go back, make it go back 5 layers or so. Yeah, that's always a problem with the actually I think we can just hide it right away. Yeah, okay, good. Or let's make it wait just a bit longer. 0.05 and then hide. Because right now you can still see for a small frame you can see the office still. Well, let's make it a bit shorter even, 0.01. Yeah, okay. Let's make this a bit shorter. And also let's make it so that that it actually has to kind of become less transparent. Oh, now he's looking at us. That it has to become less transparent and then more transparent again. So it's like a nice, has more of a transition effect to it. -5. 5. Yeah, we still need to keep this one. Yeah, that looks nicer. Yeah, okay. And now we have this already working as well. And if we remove Freddy as well, the stage should be empty. Yeah, perfect. And now we can just basically the whole thing again for each room. This is going to be a long video, I know already. And I don't mean what we're doing here is not complicated at all. It's really just a lot of rinse and repeat in a way. Let's do the what's it called? Like the employees only. That one. I think the death screen is here as well. Yeah, let's remove that. And this one also. So if there's nobody there, 0, 0, then that's Bonnie. Ooh, 0, 0, 1, that's a special screen where they look at you. And Bonnie 1. So this is going to be a lot less work. Now let's, wait, what room number is this? I think it's 5. I think 5, yeah. Okay, let's add a new list called 5. And in the beginning it should delete everything from 5. 5, 5. Okay, let's remove all this. And now the when there's nobody there, there's even a chance of a special screen, but that should also be pretty rare. Let's make it 850 maybe. Not too rare, but kind of rare. Switch to 0, 0, 1, and if it's not the case, it should switch to 0, 0. And if it contains Bonnie, then switch to random to pick a random. Okay, the chance should be 700. Let's say that. I don't know the exact chance amounts, how rare which screen is. I'm really sorry, but I don't. And let's try it out. Yeah, that's the utility closet. So as you can see now, we're getting faster and faster now because I'm getting used to it. To making these new rooms. Let's add Bonnie in there. Oh. Every time. You need to set this to 5 as well. Okay, Bonnie's here now. And if we try often enough, it should show us the special screen, but I mean it's really rare, so well, not too rare. 30%. Yeah, okay. And now we're already done with this, I'd say. So let's rename this one as well. Let's now add the bathroom. Typically, cam. Whoops, what's this? Nope, okay. Now let's add the bathroom, which is cam 7. Toilets. So I think there's nobody here. That's Chica 1. Oh, actually, yeah, doesn't matter. And Freddy. Okay. Now this is number 7, so let's make a new list. 7, delete everything from 7. Is equals 7. Length of 7. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so if it's 0, it should just switch to 0, 0, because there's no random secret empty sprite for this one. Set this to 7. I remember it now. Chica. And this isn't too rare. I think maybe 600 or so. Should switch to Chica 1. If not, it should just be Chica. Or actually, that's what swap them around. Because I think this is the normal one, and this is the rare one, where she's in the background. And then, if it contains Freddy, switch to Freddy. Okay, let's try it out. Yeah, okay. Let's hide it again. I don't think we need to test it every time with the list. I mean, if it works once, it's gonna work the next time as well. So let's add. Well, 6 doesn't really need anything. Let's add 6. Okay. Number 6, which is just the empty toilet, kitchen. I mean. Kitchen over here. Camera disabled, audio only. We'll have to make this ourselves. So let's just make a new costume. Make it completely black. Switch to bitmap, completely black, and here convert to bitmap is already selected, and make this transparent, the gray parts. And let's add that in here. Okay, apparently you can't do that, but I just realized we can just keep it this way, because as soon as we change to the bathroom, it's gonna be black anyways. So we can just make it like this, and yeah, that's it already. And it doesn't even have to move; it can just stay at 0, 0. And we need to change this to whatever number the kitchen has. I think number 6. 6, yeah. Cam 6. 6. Yeah, let's make it a bit smaller. Maybe 100. 100. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that looks. Yeah, I like the animation. Looks good when you switch around, because it flashes a bit, so it looks like it's actually making a new connection, which I like. Oh, do we have him in here? In 5, yeah. Let's remove him from here. Okay. Now, kitchen also works, and I think we should make it so the static doesn't appear. So let's just make him go to the front. Make this sprite go to the front. Go to front. Yeah, okay. And let's also make it so that the static sprite doesn't even appear when you're on the kitchen sprite. So if the selected camera is camera number 6, it should hide itself. If not, it should show itself. Okay. Why isn't this okay? What did I do wrong now? I just clicked this apparently accidentally. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and let's also add this over here. So that way it will just go away. Actually, let's do it this way. Put all these in here. And if we have the kitchen selected, it should just make itself invisible, but not as quickly. Maybe 5 times 20. Or actually, I'm stupid. 100 times 1. And I think then we don't even need this here. Yes, we do. We need to put it around this. Okay, yeah, we need. Okay, I'm stupid. Okay. Oh no, we don't. Okay, I might not be as stupid. Let's make this 500 times. Let's make it disappear a bit more quickly. Okay, yeah. Perfect. Okay, now this might have been confusing for you, but just do it the way I have it here and then you'll be fine. Okay, I was just trying it out. I wasn't sure and I was being stupid. But let's move the font a bit upwards, because right now it's behind the camera menu and I don't like that. Let's move it up here. Yeah, it looks better. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now let's add some more rooms. Okay, now let's add the left corridor. So let's just duplicate this one because it's more similar. And that should be 2A. Now let's import all the images from 2A. Left hallway. All of these. Now this one's interesting because the light is going to be flickering, and there's also Bonnie here. 0. Let's make it 0, 1. Now what's the special thing here? So this is a half bright image, I guess. No, I think that's the newspaper clipping stuff. No. Okay, I don't see the difference between these two. But okay. Let's just remove them then. And I think this is okay. Let's rename this one to 0, 2 and this one to 0, 1. And now, if the list which we still have to make, which is gonna be 2A, if it contains Bonnie B, then there should once again be a chance that it will switch to a different costume. Let's make it 1 to 3. If it's 3, then it should switch to the special one. Bunny. There is no special bunny, I'm being stupid. Okay, so if it contains bunny, then it should switch to bunny. And if not, wait, let me just rename these 02 and 01. If not, this part of the script of the sprite is gonna take care of it. If the length of the list is 0, to a 0, then it will continually switch between these 3 sprites, between the first 3 sprites. Yeah, and let's add a little pause in there so it doesn't look as quick. Yeah, that should be okay. Okay, yeah. Perfect. And now let's just as a test add bunny, and in that case okay, no, let's do it this way because it should still flicker when bunny is there. Let's add this, and else if bunny is there, switch to pick random from okay, switch to 00 and then bunny randomly. Now let's add bunny to test it out. 2a. And let's make it a bit less regular. Let's make it 0.01 and 0.04 in both cases, so that it doesn't flicker as regularly. Okay, let's add bunny again. And that looks good. Okay, yeah, let's remove him again. Perfect. Okay, now let's add the closet, which is I think number 7. No, number 3. 7 was the bathroom. And duplicate this one. Cam 3. Import the stuff from the supplies thing. Utility closet, yeah, whatever. Import those 2. And let's add the list number 3. Delete all from 3. Okay, 3. And let's add this part of the script back onto the sprite and remove all this down here. And we need to name these still, so this is going to be 00 again. This is going to be bunny. And if it's 0, should switch to 0. And if it contains bunny, it should switch to costume number, or the costume with the name bunny. We need to start this. Yeah. Now let's add bunny as a test. Yeah, okay. Remove her again, him, her, whatever. And now let's, well, I think we've done all of them except the right hallway part and the Pirate Cove and this corner here. So let's add Pirate Cove now, which is 1C. Cam 1C. Now this is going to be a special one again, because if you know the way that Foxy behaves, you'll know that he's a bit different from the other ones. So this is 00, 01. These are the different stages of him going outside. This is 02, and this is when he's already left, and you need to look at the hallway for him to trigger him. And this is 04, which is only if he's already running. And then you look at his camera again, it shows the "it's me" sign. Okay, let's make 4 a variable, or let's call it Pirate Cove. And in the beginning, Pirate Cove should be set to 00. Or actually, let's rename these to 0, 1, 2, because that's going to be easier later. Let's keep the 04. And then let's change all this. If Pirate Cove equals 0. No, actually it's even easier. We can just add in switch to costume Pirate Cove, and that way when Pirate Cove is set to 0, yeah, we need to add 1C here. It will look like this. Now if we now all we need to do later when we want to make Foxy progress is just add 1 to this number, and then it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Pirate Cove. Okay, so now I know why. Okay, Scratch doesn't want to use the names. Instead, it wants to use the costume numbers. So now we need to rename all of these again. This is gonna be 5, 4, and 2, 3, and 4. Okay, yeah. Now it should work. So in the beginning, it should be set to 1. And if we change it by 1, it's gonna come out like this. 3, and then 4. And if he's out, it's gonna switch to that one. And the way we're gonna do this is it's gonna be Foxy running, and if this is 0, then it will do this part of the script, and if it's 1, which means that Foxy is currently running around somewhere, it's gonna switch to the "it's me" sign. Wait. Foxy running. Okay. Yeah, let's make it so that Foxy is running at the moment. And then it switches to "it's me." Yeah, perfect. Okay, so back to 0. Yeah, and now we're only missing 3 more cameras, and then we're done for today. But I hope I'll do the next tutorial a bit earlier than this time around. Now this one's gonna be similar to the 2A again, so we're gonna use that one as a preset. Let's import left corner, all those pictures there. Okay, so that's 0, 0, Bonnie 1, Bonnie 2, Bonnie 3. Now let's remove Golden Freddy because we're not gonna do that. And this one, yeah, we can keep it. It's one of the secret ones. Okay. So if we need to add the list again to B and remove this one for now. If 2B contains Bonnie, switch to costume Bonnie. Or actually, wait. Have we sorted them? Yeah. Okay. We can just make it switch to a random number between I think 3 to 5. Yeah. And we still need to change this as well. Add this. Now let's add Bonnie as a test. And that one should be a bit faster. Yeah, and that's gonna be when he's in here. You probably know that he does this, but only on later nights. So if the night is larger than, I think after night 3 he starts doing this stuff, this strange stuff. So if the night is larger than 3, current night does this. If not, it's just going to be the normal bunny sitting around there doing absolutely nothing. And now over here, let's add the camera.change, and if the length is 0, there should be a small chance once again for a special screen. If not, then not. So if random number from 1 to 10 is 10, switches to the special costume. If not, it's at the normal costume. So let's remove, yeah, we've already removed bunny again. And now if we do this a couple times, then it should do the, yeah, do the special image. Okay, let's reset Pirate Cove as well, just because it looks nicer. Actually 1, has to be 1. Hide these variables. Now we only need to add the right corner and the right hallway, and then we're done for today finally. So let's duplicate this one right now, because the right corner is going to be really similar to the left corner for B, and instead it's just Chica. Right corner, all of them. And I think we'll remove the newspaper clippings, because that's going to use a lot of storage, which we don't have on Scratch. So we'll just keep it without the Easter egg. So this is 0, 0. This is Chica, Chica 1, and Chica 2. And this is Freddy. Okay, so here, let's add the list again. 4B. Remove everything from 4B, 4B, and if the length of 4B is 0, should switch to costume 0, 0. If not, if it contains, if it, yeah, okay, so we need to do it if it contains Freddy and doesn't contain Bonnie, then it should switch to the Freddy sprite. And now if 4B contains Chica, and we need to set this to Chica also, I was making a mistake, should switch to random between 2 and 4. And if not, it should switch to the normal Chica. Yeah. Okay, so let's add Chica as a test. For B, let's add Chica. Yeah. And the current night is not above 3, which is why she's not doing that, but let's just set it to that for a moment, just to check it out if it works. Current night, set it to 4, and then he does it. Or she does it, I don't know, I'm not sure. I know, did we set it this? Yeah, let's keep it at this. Okay, now let's remove her again. Camera change, and now let's add Freddy as a test. Yeah, okay. And now the final one is going to be 3A, which is a normal camera again. So let's just duplicate any one. I think this one should be okay. And call it 4A. Remove all of these. And that's going to be the right hallway. This is going to be 0, 0. This is Chica. Chica 1. Freddy, and we're going to remove these two, which are just Easter eggs here on the right, because we don't have a lot of storage in Scratch, and I don't want to run out of storage for stuff we don't really need, which are just Easter eggs. So we'll remove them. Add the list 4a. Delete everything from 4a. If it contains 4a. If the length of 4a is 0. Then if 4a contains Chica 1. This. And if it contains Freddy, switch to F. And that should already work now. Need to start this one as well. Okay, now let's add it as a test. Add Chica to 4a. And it's not working. Why is it not working? Why didn't it? Oh, 1a, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm a bit tired today, you know. 4a, oh my god, I'm so... okay. Okay, yeah. So that works. And now let's also add Freddy and remove Chica. Yeah, okay. So there you have it. That's all the cameras working, and if we close it, it's just like we haven't even added anything today. And all the cameras are clickable. They all work, even with Easter eggs, some of them. See? Easter egg. Chica is still here, let's check. Yeah, she is, in fact, still here. Yep, so all the cameras are working. And one thing we need to add, which I just realized, is add a thing that checks if the camera is up to these buttons. So if the camera is down, then it should do all this. If not, then it shouldn't do all this stuff. Because it could happen that you accidentally click one of the buttons when the camera is up, which cannot happen in the actual game. So now if we click over here, we can't press the button. Okay, and I'd say that's it for the tutorial of today. I hope I'll do the next one rather soon. I'm gonna try now. I'm really gonna try to bring out more content more regularly. It's been a hard time recently, but now I'm gonna do it. And now that Scratch 3.0 seems somewhat stable, I'm gonna actually try to do it, yeah. So see you guys in the next video. Bye.